We all saw what happened at Money in the Bank. Through all the noise and nonsense when Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles went toe to toe, we all went crazy. You did, I did, your mum did, your granddad did, your dog did, your aunt did, your cat did, your broom did. There was magic here, and it didn't matter if you knew about their past or not. This was all about two premier workers going eye to eye and about to beat the crap out of each other. And damn it, they should headline WrestleMania 34. Why? Here's why. Now, yeah, I know WWE would never want to do that, and WWE probably wants to do Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and WWE would never want to use non-WWE guys. But this isn't about what people want. But it is. It's about what I want. But dare to dream. Let's have some fun. Let's fantasy book like massive nerds. And let's face it, it is an avenue worth exploring. And if nothing else, it's not like interest in the WWE product at this moment is at an all-time high. It's not. We've seen the TV ratings and all the jazz around that. And the problem is, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, well, things are unlikely to change. So let's not do that. Let's change tact entirely. Let's do a 180 and start pulling things out of nowhere that we don't usually do. That could change something. And given everything we know, Reigns versus Lesnar probably isn't going to turn business around. Or if it was going to, it would have done so already, because that is part of the status quo. That's the WWE we expect, and that's the WWE that we're either currently to engage in or not. And now it could be a pretty good match, and it could be a pretty good feud, we don't know. But unless somebody backstage comes up with some grand idea that sparks everybody's intrigue, well, it's not going to do anything. Now, I'm not saying that AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura are those two people either. I don't know. I don't know what would happen if you moved them to that end of the card. But I do know if they have a match on the show, it doesn't matter where you put them, they're going to steal the damn thing. So why fight against that? Why put anybody else in a bad position? Even if WWE pulls the trigger early and they have a match at SummerSlam and then they have another one at the Royal Rumble and then you treat the WrestleMania one as their big blow-off, it doesn't matter because you've got two different paths you can go in. Path number one, it is their rubber match and the best man's going to win, or it's the first time they've ever faced in a WWE ring. You can do so much with that, it literally blows my brain. Obviously not literally, because you'd have blood and guts on the camera or on the video screen right now, and we haven't got that, but you take my point. And let's say you do just held them in the mid-card. What is that going to achieve? Who the hell is going to squander down the WrestleMania ramp and follow that? Nobody. You're literally putting people in a bad position. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're taking a gun, you're looking at your big toe, and you're putting a bullet in it. I would imagine even on their worst day, they're still better than everybody else. And you've also got to take into account the crowd you're going to be performing to on that WrestleMania evening. Even at a random Money in the Bank pay-per-view, you had people going nuts for this. So just think what's going to happen when you have the smarky WrestleMania crowd. Again, they're going to explode too, like I kind of did earlier in the video. This basically happened when Styles took on Shane McMahon of all people at Mania 33. So if you take one of the most beloved and successful New Japan guys of all time and put him in there, come on now, we all know what's going to happen. Maybe even more importantly than this though, it's going to negate a lot of potential problems. If we are doing the whole Reigns and Lesnar thing again, there's no two ways about it. WWE are going to finish that with Reigns winning gold once more. Because you can't toy around with it anymore. We've toyed around with it too much. If you're trying to put Reigns over, he's winning the title, that's it. You really want to win WrestleMania again with Roman holding a belt above his head as everybody boos? No, you don't. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. So instead, why not try to capitalize on things in the same way that currently New Japan is doing? Now, I'm not saying they're in the same league as the WWE, because they're not, if we're honest. The WWE is a beast unto itself and probably always will be. With that said, there is something to say for word of mouth that can be created once a show goes off air. In fact, it can be a very important tool in 2017. If you close Mania with Styles versus Nakamura after have this crazy match you rarely see in WWE nowadays, you're going to get a reaction online. You're going to get people going, oh my gosh, that was incredible, as opposed to the usual, that was it, was it? Wrap things up with this kind of magic, and there's every chance that a Laps fan sees a tweet or chats to a mate and then decides, oh man, maybe I should go and watch WrestleMania retroactively, and maybe when they get there, they buy back in entirely. It may not happen, but it's a much better idea than the usual, oh, I watch wrestling from time to time, it's January now, I hang out for a few months, and then I'll fob off again. The fobbing off is the problem. That's not a given and could very well be wishful thinking, but that is what a lot of people did with Dominion. They weren't massively invested in the product, but they knew something special was going down between Omega and Okada, so they made sure they went out of their way to see it. It pulled you in, it got you, it had you hooked. So you took your time, which is precious, you only have so much of it, and you dedicated it, even if it was for that main event and nothing more. And maybe you enjoyed it so much that you went out and watched more New Japan, and so on and so on. Ain't nobody doing that after Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker this year. Man, you may watch a clip on YouTube, but that's about it. So let's change things up. Let's rewrite the rule book. I mean, they won't, because there's so many unwritten laws that makes this kind of stuff impossible. But still, we got to do something different. We're at the crossroads. Don't go left when you can go right or vice versa, but go in the opposite direction for goodness sake. And I get it, this is all pie in the sky thoughts and probably isn't going to take place, but this is what I want, and I'm all right with Reigns versus Lesnar. I like Roman Reigns, and I like Brock Lesnar, and I buy in to whatever they were showing me. But I've seen it, we've been there, we've done that, and right now, I really would like something new, because as we've said, new is the unknown. It's the unknown. It's like an alien coming to Earth. You just don't know what that alien's going to be like. Maybe the alien's friendly, maybe it's not, but you just don't know. The point is, we've got to do something different. We've got to change things up. Let's buy into the guys that are skilled and talented and can go in the ring and see where we end up. The real issue is that WWE can actually put this match wherever they want on the card, and it's still going to be amazing. So why would they put it in the main event? It's just the fact that if they did, both Nakamura and Styles, they would feel so special coming out the other end. But well, the show will be like 74 million hours anyway, so let's just watch the first 3 and then tune out or watch it until Nakamura and Styles have their match and then just stop. And then it was the main event for you and for me. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this. Like, share and subscribe. Go to Whatculture.com and read some articles. And follow Whatculture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. I am Simon from Whatculture, and yes, I'm a jackass.
Hello, I am Adam Pacitti, and I am fun. To prove how fun I am, I'm going to ask you a wrestling-based trivia question. Are you ready? Good. The DDT became famous for being the finishing move of which wrestler? The answer is Jake the Snake Roberts. That was fun. For more fun, buy the Whatculture Wrestling Trivia Game, available now at shop.whatculture.com.